forget that day.
Up Norman.
Hero of the hunt.
No, you are not. LaGuardia, Cessna 365 now, 1500.
We are heading for the hunt.
Negative. Disregard that last transmission.
Okay, you need to return to the LaGuardia.
Negative. That was transmitted in error. Take your hand off the mic, Norman.
We are going down.
No, we are not.
We can get a view. You want to try to land runway 13?
Negative. Everything's fine here. We're continuing as planned. That's it, Norman. I'm plugging out your intercom circuit breaker.
Mertz, what the deuce?
Oh, shitballs! No. Fucker.
Wilson, where are you? I'm coming!
Shut up, Norman.
Shit.
Stop the stopwatch. And up we go. Oh! When you... Oh, he's having a baby. He's lost. Just he's rocking back and forth. Look. So I have to start the whole shot again now. The whole thing all over again. And it's late at night. 07020 knots. And I'm facing right into the window. New York helicopter terminal, and I can't remember the name of the fucking place, so now I have to go look it up. Here we are in Manhattan Heliport, and we're going to take off in this microlight. We're going to climb to the top of the building 3 times, come back, and then stop the stopwatch. So, where's my stopwatch? Bollocks.
I've lost an engine. I've hit the right prop on the runway. Just go down, just touch it. There we go. Good. Oh, whoa. Am I alive? Oh, Jesus Christ! Where's the runway? There it is. Oh yeah, there we go. We're gone. We're gone. That's what happens when you go below blue line speed in an engine failure. Come on, Lisa. Hitch down. There you go. Top's coming up. Hold it level. It's going to stall. Otherwise... Oh no! Don't do this to me! It's too late! It's too late! Just don't stall and go into the water! Oh my god. Fuck! Adding power. And up we go. Oh, I missed it! Shit! I fucking crashed.
Oh, this looks really bad. Brace for impact. I've got to try and stop this before the end.
No, try not. Do or do not.
Oh, thank God. Yoda, you are so wise.
Nothing more will I teach you today.
At last, I'm going to steal an airplane. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You okay? Yeah, can I have a look around?
You can. Can I help you?
Are these keys for Cessnas?
There we go. Nice, simple start.
In real life, when you're flying, you've got your life in your hands. So it's very, very important, obviously, to have the appropriate licensing, the appropriate training, including safety training, etc., etc. Whereas when you're at home in your flight simulator, there's no risk at all. Okay, she wouldn't even shake my hand at this point. It was going very, very badly, and I had probably made a fool of myself. But then it dawned on me, the 4 magic words: I have a jet.
How long we will fly with this ship?
We'll go around Wicklow a little bit.
Oh no, but when we will change the plane? You know, for the private jet, what you told me, champagne.
Oh yeah, I lied.
Hello everybody, and today is a very, very special video. We're going to announce the winners of the shout-out competition. This next channel is called Reaction Review, and I've got to say, for an X-Plane channel, this guy is putting in a lot of work. All right, I'm going to hit subscribe on his channel, and you should as well.
Now, I've fucked it up again. I'm way too high, and I've got to do the whole shot all over again, which is fucking fantastic. Recording, sound. No! Where's rain? Where is fucking rain gone? Bugger! This doesn't stop now. I'll have to do this take all over again, and I won't be happy. I'll not be happy. Please stop. Please don't make me do this all over again. It's late at night. Please stop. We're driving it in a bit. Hold on, hold it up. Oh, right, that one up. And now I have to do the whole shot all over again. Brilliant. Fantastic. Very nice. Very nice. Floaty, floaty landing. That was not a floaty, floaty landing. And I'm way off the runway and I have to do the whole shot all over again. Brilliant. Just fantastic. That's just brilliant, that is. Okay, I can't seem to fly this at all. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I've bust the G limit. Okay, I don't feel very comfortable looking at this at all. I think we need something that can handle the force, the G-forces that are applied.
I sense much fear in you.
Oh God, he's back. I shouldn't have said force.
How embarrassing.
You know, the aircraft kept coming apart because it couldn't take the G-force. You'll be laughing when I get this down without the force, Yoda.
You are reckless.
Maybe, but look what I'm going to fly. Well, I'm too heavy. I need to drop those fuel tanks. R2, see what you can do back there. Okay, looks like I can just about keep it. Oh.
Use the force.
Oh God, Obi-Wan is here as well. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, bloody yeah.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Of course, now I'm doing floaty floaty. This is just not going to do. Okay, you're going to have to take the flaps up and drop the lift. Go! Okay, 140 knots. Hopefully I'll stop by the end of the runway, but I'm not too sure. Now, that seems to have done it. So, Yoda, what do you think?
See through you, we can.
That may be so, but the FA-18 has a much higher G-force tolerance.
How can this be?
It's G-force, Yoda. It's nothing to do with your forces.
Dangerous and disturbing, this
Look,
possibility.
let's be quick about this. There's the dark side of the force, your side of the force, and G-force.
No.
Women also have a G-force, but nobody can find it. Time for murder, death, kill. The bombs will actually drop. I've highlighted it for you. Oh, it's Sam. Sam. How dare he interrupt my tutorial? Bombs away.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer,
Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Niederträchtige, treuloser Feld! Feiglinge! Verräter, Versager! Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie wird ersaufen in ihrem eigenen Blut!
Yes, I don't like trains particularly. I don't like them. I just don't like trains. Must be something to do with this freak. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh no, I didn't get the train itself. Cheeky bastard. If it's the last thing I do... Oh, brilliant, now my engine's dead. Okay, I'm going to do a kamikaze. I'm going to shoot the big Jesus out of him, and I'm going to ram him. I'm going to take the two of us out at the same time.
You're going down, you bastard! Yes, I'm gonna get you now!
This is just humiliating. There we go, chopping all the power. Chopping all the power. Bollocks. Oh, okay, it looks like we're going to make it. Power off, it's going to bounce really hard. Oh, bit of a bounce. Bit of a bounce. Now, it's not over yet. I've got to steer the aircraft and then reverse thrust. I'm using asymmetrical thrust again just to steer it. Don't go off the runway. I can't use reverses until I have it straight. Right, reverse. Oh! Bollock! That's what that looks like. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh yeah, now I've had a power and it's crashed. Brilliant. Now I have to do the whole thing all over again. Fantastic. Reverse thrust on. Fuck. Yeah, brilliant. And that's what happens. That's what happens. Oh, I don't believe it. Why won't this work? Oh, it's gonna be a hard one. Now I have to do it all over again. Start all the cameras. And yeah, this is just fabulous. Okay, that's okay. Now, let it roll out. Oh, Yoda, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so busy looking outside and ignore the instruments.
Still looking to the horizon. Here.
I know, Yoda. All my attention was diverted to making the video.
Heeded my words not, did you?
I used reverse thrust with the props out of sync. I failed.
The greatest teacher failure is...
Oh, you're just peddling easy answers.
Pass on what you have learned.
I've done it! Success! Hooray! Bit of a bouncy there, but everything's fine. I've organised. It's all good. Okay, brakey. Oh, not too much braking. I have it all under control. Nothing bad's going to happen. Everything's fine. Bucker. This brings new meaning to ski slopes. Let's go. Pretty sure everyone's dead anyway. The aircraft's heavier on the ground, so okay. Let's just get it started up really quickly, shall we? Let's just move on. By some miraculous miracle, I seem to have survived my egotistical madness. My legs badly damaged as I neglected to read and understand Section 5 of the Cessna Operating Handbook, page 5-1, labeled Performance. Perhaps I could crawl. What? Oh, you again, please. Oh no! Is that you, Gentle Ben? Oh, thank gosh, Gentle Ben. You have to watch that video to get the ending. The entire, yeah. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to more crazy madness. And as always, of course, irresponsible Sunday. This is where I do everything wrong. You know, I do everything wrong on Sunday streams, and you know, you learn an awful lot of what not to do. And I'm hoping to make things even worse. So I've downloaded random failures in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I've literally just downloaded it. So engine 1, 90% of all sorts of terrible things happening at some point. You see, here's my problem with these failures. If I set up an engine 1 failure to happen, if this works, which I don't think it will, but I don't want to know if it's engine 1 or 2, because I'm flying the Beach Baron today. I want a random engine failure from either engine 1 or 2, or if I'm flying a 4-engined aircraft, 3 or 4, because, you know, if you get an engine failure, it's going to be a surprise, and you want to be able to act appropriately Okay, so let's say if engine 1 failed, it could be very easy under certain circumstances for somebody of a certain nature to actually think the wrong engine failed and then fail both engines, which has happened. It hasn't happened to me yet in training or otherwise, but you know, you want that instinct, don't you? You want to have that instinct, and this is what I want. This is why I downloaded this. So I want a random failure in engine 1 or 2, but look, you know, Microsoft hasn't gotten there yet. I don't think so. I haven't researched it enough, but there's my failures. So I hope you've been having a good week. Let me make my face a little bit smaller. There we go. And of course, we've got producer buttons here as well, making noise. She's going to kick off now, as always. So welcome everybody. We've got tons of people here today. Tons of people. Ian Pollard saying there's a 50% chance on each of the same value. Oh yeah, well maybe you're right, yeah. But I don't want them both to fail. Do you know? Will we try it? We'll do this. We'll try it then. For 1 and 2, okay? It's going to be interesting. So I'm going to put a 90% chance. Now, what I would like is straight after takeoff. I just literally downloaded it and then tried it once before I started the stream. So, you know, if I go here to options here, you can say at takeoff, you know, at random speed. So I have it here at takeoff. So will I leave it at takeoff? Because that's when it really is important. But I'll do it. I don't want it instant. I'll do it all over the place. Okay. I'll do it everywhere. So that's, I'm not going to waste too much time with this. Oh, minimum engine failure altitude. What are you doing? What are you doing, producer buttons? I just started the stream and now you want a treat. You're going to have to wait, producer buttons, because I just gave you one earlier on. Sorry about all this, folks. So yeah, let's see what happens here. So let's not dwell on that too much. Maybe next week I'll play around with this for next week. The good news is, folks, the stream is it should be working, because on Twitch I had problems. Remember? I had problems with Twitch. It would just stop at Twitch, and it was 720p and not 1080p. And so I think I have that fixed, because I streamed twice during the week just to make sure that that was the case. You know, you see what I have to put up with. You see the madness I have to, and I have to stream, and I have to fly the airplane, and I have to deal with this. Producer buttons now doesn't want me to fly, so this is what's happening. Or maybe it's a treat. Maybe it's a treat. Well, I give producer buttons a treat, folks, before we begin. Sorry about all this, folks, but it's as you know, she's not going to stop, because the minute I start talking to myself, I said the treat word, Davo. Davo says I get the treat word. Yeah, I did. Now, yes. Okay, so will I get that over with very quickly? I was hoping not to do this, because I gave her a little treat before, you know, the stream. So I'll be back in just 2 seconds. This is becoming a kind of format thing here with the dog. Producer buttons. Okay, I'll be back in, it's like 8 seconds. Around the door there. So producer buttons, come on, let's go. We've got to take off. We've got to go flying. As you well know, stops bothering you until after the break, and the break you should get another treat. Now, producer buttons, there you go. There we go, folks. Sorry about all that. Amass with us, Equalus is with us, YouTube, Bean Pollard is with us, Varun's with us, Varun the Great, Incar, Niles is with us, Tez, Incar. Tez again, they're just reading your comments there. I've missed those, you're probably Ian Pollard, Equalus, Barbar, you're all here, chatting amongst yourselves. It would be handy for both the mic up. Tess says we all know the producer is in charge. Well, the producer is actually in charge, as you well know from that earlier incident there a few seconds ago. Now, what am I flying? I heard a big bang.
That bing bing was from the Boss Baby. The Boss Baby 123. I like it, the Boss Baby. I like it. We got an incoming phone call from some random person. Who could that be? We don't know. Oh, it's Colonel Cake. We all know that. Greetings, Colonel Cake.
Greetings and salutations.
And salutations as well to you.
Yeah.
I hope you've had a good week.
I had a good week, and I hope the signs here, which I just experienced, don't spill anything out for the stream. It's like I was just starting up the engine and all that sort of stuff, and I had a crash to desktop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's view around here and have a look who's with us. Okay. Well, I have to stop my engine, but it won't take long. I'm not going to follow the checklist. Who do we have? Strumpy Jim,
Yep.
Strumpy Jam, ASXBHD.
Hang on a second. You have a checklist?
No, I don't use a checklist when I'm streaming on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
It's all really. I do it on purpose. So I just want to see what happens, like, engine failures and sometimes you get caught in a valley. I just like to see what's going to happen. Terrible things will happen when you don't do things right. Davo is with us. Archive Lad is with us. Jimmy's with us. Marvin Biggins. Marv 23 Sierra. Not a lot is with us. Nighthawk is back. Sling 380 is back. I think that's Premier Ant. I can't read it behind Nighthawk there. Matt P 6940. Welcome, Matt. Windage Father Ted is back again. I love the name, Father Ted. Some of you are there clumped up there. I can't quite make it up, but I'll mention you as we're flying. Equinus Evolve, Biber, Ian got TNT, Baker Fly, Fallen Up, and All Man, and BMU, I think it is. So loads of us are here.
Yeah. I just hope, like, at some stage, Father Dougal and Father Jack is gonna join us.
You know what? What a bad idea, because the way I'm flying on Sundays,
yeah,
it's all a learning experience. The way I'm flying on Sundays, folks, it is very true.
What's that?
Very true indeed.
Come here. What's your name of the one? Again, like, the housekeeper, Father Ted's housekeeper. What's
Mrs. Doyle.
Mrs. Doyle, yeah. Yeah. Forgot about that one now. Jesus.
Yep. Mrs. Doyle. Put the fuel on. Mrs. Doyle. It's still got life. That program still has life in it. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah. It's like it somehow doesn't grow old, like,
If you haven't seen Father Ted, folks, I recommend it.
Yeah.
I do recommend it. Okay, we'll leave all that because we want to get icing today. And I'm not going to put icing on to see what happens on purpose. We want to have the beacon. I have a physical switch for that. Let's just make sure we got our throttles back here. Just everything back for the moment. Beacon on. That's the park. Let's leave that. Strobe, leave that. And yeah, for avionics master on. Good. What else do we need? Fuel. So let's make sure our mixtures are up. Props, I think. I leave them there for the moment. Okay, so I'm going to start my engines now, Colonel, I think. Let's start the left engine so you can get a view, folks.
Clear prop!
Something I haven't done, I know it.
It's like,
yeah.
Here's another thing, like, before we start this whole thing off, like, it's like, the producer buttons get a treat yet.
That actually just happened. Straight away. Yeah, straight away, because I was sitting here silently, folks, as you would be. And then when I started talking, she jumped up. She jumped up in my arms and just went ballistic. What have I left out here to start the engines? Fuel, mags. Mixtures are rich. What have I done? This would be very embarrassing on the ground. This is why I use a checklist. I have fuel in the aircraft. Maybe the bloody failure thing's kicked off now, folks. I'll
try to start the other engine and see.
Well, I got fuel on. Mixture's rich. Magnesiums are on both.
You have the fuel pump on.
Yeah, it could be I wouldn't need that really. But I have this failure thing here, Colonel Pink.
Yeah.
And I'm experimenting with it.
Uh-huh.
And it could be that.
I do not know.
Let's restart. It could be that.
You're flying the Baron, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like I found, you know, I have to hold the button, like the.
Oh, maybe.
It's like it takes a wee bit, you know. It doesn't turn around the first time, like, you know.
Yeah, it didn't even fire though. You couldn't hear. You know, usually you can hear some cylinders fire. Usually when I hear nothing, no pop from the cylinders, if you know what I mean. There's just nothing going in there. I think.
Yeah.
So I just thought it might be. I just thought it might be that. You know.
Oh yeah.
So batteries on. We have fuel, which should be on both sides. We've got to crack the old prop, the mixture, which is fully forward. And then start the magneto. I haven't flown this aircraft for a while.
Clear!
Maybe a main fuel switch here. There may be a main fuel switch that I've forgotten about in the Baron.
It's like, I don't know.
Do you need the fuel pumps? What the hell was that?
Well, you should need the fuel pumps initially, like, to build up fuel pressure, like, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you're depending on turnover of the engine.
Hold it down. Maybe I should shut this down here. Let's disconnect this puppy here. And then start again. This is not what I thought. I've missed something. It is the only way. What if I do Control E here? No, Control E doesn't like it either. Oh no, it did start with Control E, so I've forgotten something. Okay. What have I forgotten, folks? Fuel is on. Mixture is forward. Oh, hang on. Is it? Is it though, really? Is it really, folks? Yeah, it's fully forward. To the sides of the engine. Very interesting. What did I forget? There's something I forgot. I feel it's where I left it. The boat started now.
Oh, it looks like it's snowing.
It could be. Oh, it is too. Could be this, folks. So I'm going to connect. Start. And now we'll see what happens with the failures. It's probably something to do with the failures. It probably failed because I was sitting here so long. I don't want the boat to fail. I just want a random one to fail. Anyway, hopefully I can switch it off and press Control E or something. We don't know how this is going to work. I'm playing with fire, and I know it. Okay, so we've got our flight plan in. I'd like some lights. Beacon light is on. That's fine. That's fine. We don't need that. We don't need that. That's all good. Got the avionics on. And that's all we're going to do for the minute. I would like some light, but we're worried about that on the way. Autopilot. We'll wing that. We'll wing it. And I think we should go.
Second. That was not right.
The park will break off. Let's just do VF4. Out of here. Come on. First leg is... Let's get in the air. Right. Let us get the camera into the position for takeoff. Props be put forward. Let's go. I'm having this brake problem again. I'm having this brake issue again. Let's just check. I have I'm using the park and brake, folks. No, that's not happening either. It's decided not to do anything on me.
So we have a wee bit of lightage going on here, so that's good.
There we go. There we go. Park and brake off. There we go. Oh, I'm parked very close to the sides there. My rudder pads have come loose. We're chopping people up like yo-yos.
So,
is there Davos says there's another fuel valve in the Coda. I don't remember there being one. I just remember having the fuel 2 on. We'll have a look at that in the cruise if we get some time, because that's bugging me. It could be in the failure thing. So I'm going to taxi here and go a little bit forward before we take off, so everyone can join behind. And I'm going to stop about here. Let's see if this park and brake is working. There we go, it is working. It's down here, folks. Let's have a look outside. Okay, so let everyone line up. There's all the peeps. Is everybody ready? Are you ready, Colonel Clink?
Pretty much, yeah. It's like...
Does Baker fly there? Does all the boys? Shady Sim falling up. I'll mention you all when we go. Okay, park and brake off. Let's have the control column back. And let's see what happens if we get some failures. Right. Have I got flap set?
I just taxi along here, like, you know, as you do.
Right. Yep. Let's rock and roll. That's good. Fully forward. Oh, it's very messy in the rudder. Very, very sensitive in the rudder. 80 knots already. Wow.
What do you take?
Powerful aircraft. Am I taking off? I am. You're up.
Okay.
Did you not want me to take off?
I better hurry up then.
I'm going to slow down.
Oh, no, you're grand, you're grand.
I'm going to slow down.
I will find you, don't you worry.
I'm going to do an orbit anyway to let everyone catch up. I haven't even turned on my autopilot yet. I get that sorted out.
So
I'm going to leave it at 2,000 feet.
So I'm just going to go and I set my altitude to...
Is everyone there? A big punch. Stop that. Wow. This thing about flight sims. You can't look to the side. There's everyone there. Are you good, Colonel Clegg?
Yeah.
Look at that. Everyone there. Brilliant. There we go. Now I guess everyone a chance to take off. 120 knots should be fine. And let's climb up now nice and gently to 2,000 feet. Come on, trip. Not below 100, please. There we go. I'll take a right turn now. And we'll activate the autopilot. Let's see what happens here. Autopilot on. Not a bad transition. It ain't climbing. What is it doing? Autopilot disconnected. Should be turning right. Poor old autopilot got a bit confused. Oh, we've had an engine failure.
Already?
Yeah. On both at the same time.
That's not good.
No, let's see if we can make it back to the airport. I've stuffed that up. I've stuffed it up royally. I'm not going to turn back to the airport. I won't make it. I'm not going to make it. Under the trees. I'm not going to put the gear down. I've no time. That would be survivable, but yeah, so it works.
Well, that was a hard one.
So it works, but I know not at the same time. So I'm going to change that now to engine 2. I'd like it random, so let's put engine 1 at 80%. And let's kick it off. Let's put the gear lever down. Let's put control E. Let's put it to take off. So yeah, it works, but I don't know, I just like it. They both failed at the same time, you know, so that's not very helpful. Not very helpful at all. Come on, let's go, boys. Come on, Control E. Have to disconnect that. The sounds weren't particularly good. You know, you had no idea. Yeah, it won't let go here. I wonder, can you reset it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, there's no reset button to reset the whole thing. So I'm not going to use that today, because we're not going anywhere. The right engine won't start. Oh, no wonder. Look, engine won't set to 80%. So it's kind of, it's rolling the dice, you know. So I disconnected the damn thing. So it's a bit of a, I think it needs a bit more looking into it. What if I even close it down? No. If I hold it down, no, it's not doing it. I have to reset. Sorry about this, folks. So yeah, don't worry, I'll be with you now in a second. Now I know why I chose Beach Barn. So with the engine failure thing, yeah, I need to play around with it. You know, I would like to set it to either one after takeoff, but when I get it working at some point with something that does that, not at the same time. We all know we're finished then, aren't we? I'm gonna hit Control E and I'm gonna go through all the checks to bore you to tears. Let's get the flight underway. I'm gonna hit Control E.
Clear prop.
Get it all set up. Take the parker brake off. Parker brake is off. Put the control column back, and let's just get out of here. 10 flaps. A little bit of power. Come on. Get the GPS on. Good. So I'll work on that. There's got to be something out there that will fail the engines after takeoff randomly. Yeah. Preferably, you know, right after takeoff. You don't know which one it's going to be. Because when you practice it at home, you know, it's good to have someone beside you blocking the controls, so you don't know which is failed. So it's got to be something out there like that. Okay, full power, off we go. Yeah, I can catch up with the rest of you. So most people are in single engine. There's Johnny F, the Kodiak. Probably be delighted. Gear up. Take a left turn. A lot of wind noise there, and I can't hear anything above the wind noise. I keep resetting that. Here we go. Don't need all that wind noise. 2,000 feet. Let's get on track. Add a bit of power. And we're good to go. Shim a little bit more. And we're on our way. Maybe 3,000 feet actually in the autopilot. Some change. Let me so you can see in here. We're going to go to 3,000 feet. Ooh, it's very bumpy.
Yeah.
We're getting nice building up. This is going to be a dangerous trip.
It's a tad breezy out there.
3,000 feet. 3,500 perhaps. Very powerful airplane. And activate the autopilot. Oh no, we need vertical speed here, and I gotta change all these knobs. Autopilot on. Good transition. I know we're very low, but that's how we're gonna roll, isn't it? Ooh. Danger. Danger. We should be climbing at 1,000 feet a minute. And we're going. Okay, good stuff. I'll turn my headset down because it is very, very loud in the headset. And we're on our way, folks. Yeah.
Very, very bumpy.
I'm gonna let the ice build up. Let's see what happens if there's any icing. I'm not gonna touch the icing controls until I have to. What, there's not, I don't know if there's not. Oh, that's scary bumpy coming over this mountain.
Yeah.
Look at the aircraft, folks.
It's like just a 30 knot odd headwind.
Yeah, 33 knots from heading 300 roughly.
Yeah.
Let's get some lightage in here. We're just coming up to 3,000. Oh, it's sending now. Autopilot's still on? Yeah, it's just having difficulty. I gotta watch the autopilot because it might disconnect. But hopefully I hear a beep. Okay, I know I should have done all this. Strobe should be on. Lights. Turn them off. Strobe should be on. Beacon lights already on. One of the nav lights, the floodlights. I don't know what these are because I can't read them. And then the landing lights there, those last two here. Prop sync, interesting they have a prop sync. I don't know if that's on serviceable or not. Any other cabin lights? Let's have a look out before we crash into a hill. No. Some cabin lights would be nice. Any interior lights here? These up here would be nice. And I think that'll do. It's a very dull day here in Norway, Colonel King.
Yeah, well, it's you know, it just becomes day, really, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like very short day in Norway still, like, you know, when you go up north.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like clouded, like, you know, it's like some failed CBs like hanging around.
I'm going the right way here. No, I'm not going the right way. To disconnect. Disconnected only the nav. Oh. Okay, come on. Nope. Let's get rid of that. Everyone else is going off another way. And you see, I really need to be looking in here. I don't want to bore you to tears with just this short view. So if I want to keep an altitude of 3,500 feet here, I'll intercept this manually. So you can see the magenta line's out here somewhere, which means out here somewhere. You know what I mean? Let's keep our altitude. A bit of trimmy trim. There we go. I know you're going, oh, the ice is icing. Gripper sim, I know. Let's see how it behaves. My airspeed is interesting. Interestingly enough, it's stuck at 166 knots. I wonder, is that the beta tube being blocked? Or, you know?
I don't know.
So we'll intercept the GPS. Oh, big updraft there. Big updraft threw me up. Good bit. 300 feet. So let's make sure this autopilot's going to go back on. Autopilot on. And there we go. Can't see much now. And of course the usual, folks. The usual, which I didn't do before takeoff. Yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen at some point. So there will be an engine failure at some point due to fuel, so I just reduced my fuel there, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully I'm catching up with everybody. In fact, I know this is wrong of me, but I'm going to go full blast with the power. All the way forward. See if we can get any extra speed. So the beta tube once blocked. Okay, so now I'm assuming the beta tube is blocked because of the ice. Now, when the pitot tube is blocked, oh, it's lost its altitude again. When the pitot tube is blocked, it should go to 0.
Well, not entirely to 0, but it should drop considerably.
Well, absolutely.
It's like because it still gets readings from the static pressure.
Yeah, that's just reading the static, so maybe whatever, a very small amount, but not 166 knots.
No.
So, yeah, you're absolutely correct, because the airspeed is taking, because you're taking total air pressure and the ram pressure, and that's more than what you need, so that's the static vent takes away from your airspeed indicator. Now, it's the static vent that would stay, the altitude would stay, you know, where it got blocked.
Yeah.
Because the air pressure's in there. It's blocked with the ice. But the speed should be at 166. But anyway, we know that the pitot tube is blocked just by looking at that. Now, what I like to see is here, as we gain more, let's make sure that makes the icings off here. There's ice off. Okay, so they're all off. All the icing's off. Now, what I would see there, Colonel Clink, if we're getting heavy and we're getting less lift from the wings because of all the ice messing up the airflow over the wings and the ice at the props and the weight of the ice, etc., we should be getting a higher and higher. The autopilot will raise the nose more and more and more to keep its altitude, so you'll have a high angle of attack all the time. So that's what I need to see. So there you go. Yep. Not a lot to see, and there's no ice. But there's a little bit of ice on the edge of the wings there, folks. It's a wee bit. You know. A little bit. Here's... Yeah. Ooh, what a view! We just came out of the clouds, Colonel Clink.
Yeah.
We just came out of the clouds.
Looks fantastic, no?
It does indeed. Now, let's have a look at the comments. Let's have a look at the comments. I hope you're all doing well and having a good week. Can you believe it's another Sunday? Can you believe it? Let's see if the Twitch stream's still working. Yes, Twitch is working nicely. So I'm going to have a look first at the YouTube comments. Let's see what people are saying about what just happened. I'll go up to the top here. Everyone's saying hello. Okay. Oh yeah, Davos, you said the T word to produce your buttons, I did, and that's... but she's sleeping now, thankfully. Send a picture good tonight. Great, thank you, Eva5. Spundot, you said the T... Oh, yeah, I did say the T word. Twitch looks good here, thank you, Jason, very much for that. I appreciate it. Anytime anybody sees something I don't like, I need to know, because then I can fix it. You know. Nano Eng guy says, I love the producer cam. But it turned into the producer cam.
Yeah.
You know, because it was initially for my controls. So you can see what I'm doing. With some degree. You know, but yeah, it's a bit of fun. Talk to the producer. What have we got on YouTube here? The starter sounds are a bit cooked, Davo. Davos is saying the starter sounds are a bit crooked. They are. The add-on that I'm using, which is FS Realistic, just those sounds I don't like, I have to admit. But it's too loud, I think. But it is realistic, but it is too loud. You're quite correct. It was an autumn shot of everyone taking off, Spud. I'll do that again. I'll get another spot of everyone taking off. DCS ducts repairable control, or maybe? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. Another guy says Twitch is working great. All 18 of us. Happy days. On our Twitch, we have... It's got a lot of comments here. You're just telling me how to repair. So we're control or okay.
Just looking where everybody is.
Yep. I can't figure out. got 2 windows here. I've got one for YouTube and one for Streamlabs. I'm getting the comments, I think, for both. I don't know. They seem to be matching. Anyway, as we go. Yeah, the problem with this is I know we know the left engine I think I have set to run out of fuel. But if I'm out here like this, I'm hardly going to notice an engine failure, am I?
No.
No. So I better keep an eye on it.
So I'm just looking out here, like, you know, they're like fucking cargo ships and everything.
On the frozen... Is that the sea or ice? That's ice there.
Well,
it's iced up.
It's ice, like, but I don't know how far the ice gets because I'm way too high. But yeah, it's sea ice, like if this ice.
Oh god, have I missed the waypoint? Have I missed the waypoint? Oh, be sure to remind me, Karen, because I'm outside
like,
looking at the view.
It's like still 20 miles to go to the first waypoint.
Okay, so we are now going to Echo November, Alpha November, right? So let's see what they've got. Have they got anything fancy? They have an ILS.
Do they?
They have an, would you like the frequencies for the ILS?
So what's the ILS then on?
The ILS is 10935.
10935. Okay.
Identifier for it is AN, and I have AN. Great, nav 2.
So
switch to nav 2 over here. Is that ABF? Nav 1, nav 2, nav 1, nav 2. They have a VOR which is 112.2. Yep, 112.2.
Okay, so we have that one. So when we're looking at that, so what is the Echo November, Alpha November? Ha ha ha.
DME for nav 1, no? Nav 2? No?
Echo November, Alpha November. Okay, there we are. Procedure. Select approach. Okay, enter.
Set the DME to nav 2. Oh, we've got nav 1 DME. Great, we're 12 miles away.
No, that's not what I want.
Let's start slowing down a bit. Start descending. Let's start descending. Altitude, let's go to... I'm just doing this very roughly, folks. Let's go to 3,000. 1,500 feet is the base altitude for the ILS, but I'm not doing the procedures properly here, I'm just looking at the ILS. ILS, you can approach it at 1,500 feet. Let's go to 3,000 feet, let's make it up. Let's make it up. Oh, I see what you mean with the autopilot. It's annoying me now because I have to switch so many different things. And it looks like, Karen Klink, you selected the correct... our heading is 142 in the way in, and that looks correctly what you've done. Oh, great. Okay, so it's all in there. So we're going to descend to 2,000 feet. I'm going to do the ILS manually. And hey-ho. Hey-ho. I love the way you do the flight plans, Karen Klink, because you've actually set us up for the ILS.
Yeah. I try to.
Yeah, nice one. Travo and Evo 5 are getting there. Should be 3,000 feet over the VOR, but we're going out to sea, so I'm not worried about that. Another video I watched, Colonel Clank, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I show you these plates, folks, this is very simple stuff, right? They're saying here, come overhead the VOR. So you come overhead the VOR at some point. You do your direct approach and your holes or whatnot, okay? And then you come out. If I zoom in here, typically you come overhead, you come around here or out here, okay? And they're saying you descend to 1,500 feet, and then you intercept the ILS at 1,500 feet, and then you wait here till D6, and then you descend down. These guys were descending down way below an ILS, the besiegers, right? Because I don't know, they're just messing about. I couldn't get over it. It's a video I was watching. The reason you have all this stuff is to stop you from crashing into the terrain. But these guys blatantly obeyed it, so much so that they smashed the belly of an ATR into the water and survived. And it was a kind of a training flight to show First Officer the procedures to get into this particular airport. And he nearly killed everybody. And he didn't show the First Officer any procedures at all. The reason he went below is minimums. Like you'd have minimums, what are they here? Maybe minimum descent altitude or something.
Yeah.
350 feet or something like that, right? So if you can't see the ground at 350 feet, you go around. And you try one more time. And if that doesn't work, you go off somewhere else to your alternate. So you don't hit the sea or the land.
Which is kind of helpful.
Which is very important, yeah. But this guy just went below it because he wanted to land the airplane. So ironically, he was instructing the First Officer on how to do it properly, but he wasn't doing it properly at all. Yeah, I'll just tell you. Now, you see, I'm going to have issues here because I can't see. Really, I can't really see. I got a bit slow here. Let's speed it up here. Let's just break all the rules.
Breaking the rules on a Sunday.
Breaking the rules on a Sunday. Nav 1, let's just double check that 109.35. Is that the right thing? Let me just check up top here. 109.3. Final approach course is 142, by the way. Let me do it. Oh no. Funny when you get from flying the Airbus to this, it's so different. So 142.
I don't think it's the right ILS frequency for that runway.
ILS 109 decimal 35.
And that is for runway what?
That's for runway 14.
Okay.
We're going into 14 here, are we?
They'll be coming in on 14.
Oh yeah, okay. Now, if I remember correctly, how do I get the... I don't see the... Oh, I have to switch the... I have to switch to CDI. That's why. There we go. no glide slope though. Oh, maybe this doesn't have a glide slope. Oh, it doesn't have a glide slope. So it says. Oh, I haven't read the plate beforehand. Is it going to keep that course? No.
So.
It's just going to go around in circuits. So I've switched it. Okay. Let's go visual. Okay, let's get some viewage on here because I can't see. Just the windscreen I'm going to put on. Widget on. Hopefully that'll do something. There's everyone there. Way off it. Let's just get a view here so I can actually. Let's slow down. Let's go visual. Sorry about that, current click. It's very much non-decision approach. I just opened it up and literally put my eyes on it.
I just fly it individually.
Yep, on flaps. Let's declutter. Let's get the recorder going. On recorder, where are you? Let's keep it at 100 knots. Trim. Where's the down recorder? Yeah, alright, thank you. Now we can go back to my fly. I don't want a very flat approach at all. Let's make this a good landing. In fact, I have a great view here at all, don't I, folks? Got a little bit of wind from the left. Yeah, we do. We have 22 knots from the left. Okay, that helped. That wind are so cool.
Yeah, it's a wee bit of crabbage going on here.
Yep. Clear down. It's a bing bing. There's a bing bing. Let's keep going at 100 knots inbound.
It's a very flat approach from you.
Yeah. Well, it's not the worst. Got full flaps now. 90 knots, I think is okay for this. Oh, big bump, big bump. And 22 knots to the left. 21 knots now. Let's flare over. It's very pitchy. It's never, the sim is never this pitchy until that update, you know that?
Is it not?
Yeah, it's very pitchy, up and downy. I noticed that in the Airbus. Look at this, the rudder pads.
That's how you land an aircraft.
You know, there was no... I've full left rudder on here and it won't steer. It just wouldn't do it. It wouldn't stay in the runway. At 22, I've landed with 22 knots. A lot more than that on a small aircraft. And it'll stay in the runway. Do you know? What noise is that?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, this is not right.
Yeah, it's all pitchy. It's just so pitchy, so sensitive in pitch.
Full rudder in and it doesn't do nothing.
No, it won't. It won't stay. It just goes off the runway.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try and push the nose forward to keep the nose wheel on the runway. So I'm going to make it a hard landing here. Yeah, everyone's having the problem. Look, the guy ahead of me. I mean, that's only 22 knots. I know it might be a little bit beyond limits of full. Right, a bit of right rudder. Straighten her up. Hold on. And I'm going to make a flat landing.
Nice landing. That's always.
Nope. No, very hard. Nope. No, come on.
It's all over the place.
That's not right. That's not right at all. I mean, come on, 20 knots.
Yeah. It's like I had full rudder in and there was no movement whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 20 knots. That's very annoying.
Yeah.
Let's try that again. That's very... Because that's the fun, the crosswind landings.
Yeah.
That's fun. And it's pitchy. Do you find it's pitchy?
Well, pitchy not. It's like I just found it like the rudder control is like non-existent.
Yeah.
If you get my drift.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, these are heavy aircraft. There's plenty of authority in the rudder for 20 knots. You know, I'll just try it one more time. I'll go a little bit faster this time.
I mean, it's like I've flown 150s with better controls than this.
Yeah. They are making updates to the aerodynamics, but this is worse than what it used to be.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
No, absolutely. It's no good. Like, whatever happened there, it's like it made a wee bit of a problem out of the rudder control.
Nice landing, as always.
Well, the rudder, I wouldn't say it's
I got full rudder now, I'm braking only on the right. It's just too slippy all over the place.
It's like,
no.
It just doesn't feel right.
No. No, that's very disappointing.
Yeah.
It looks bad on me. I can't land an airplane anymore, Colonel Clink. Yeah, that's a bit of a they're going to have to fix that. What are people saying here in the chat? Have they noticed this already when you're... I'm going to taxi to the end of the runway. And we'll take off the other way. I think I see a few lights down there. Even as I'm taxiing now, I've got full right rudder. You know, full right rudder. What do you guys think of the chat? I've landed an aircraft like this, twin engine, 20 knots easy. It doesn't float all over the place.
No.
It doesn't, you know, the rudders are very... See, I've got full rudder on. If I just show you my feet, you can see here, on my knees maybe. But that ain't right. It just ain't right, folks.
That's not right at all.
Yeah, I'll turn around here. We don't need to use the whole thing because it's got massive runway. Oh, round you go. Round you go. Oh, we should have taken... I'm going to use the runway into wind. No, I'll use this runway. We want a bit of a crosswind and see what happens here and take off, folks.
No, I'm going to do the crosswind takeoff.
Yeah, as am I. Probably the wrong way, but now the wind is...
Straight across?
Straight across, so I'll wait for everyone.
So it's about 20... I'm just looking at the windsock here, right? So it's about 18 to 20 knots across. So that's nothing.
Yeah. Well, it's beyond limits.
Well...
I would say, but still, I mean... do you know, I would never have that difficulty in a real airplane landing in that crosswind.
No, that is like demonstrated crosswind with engine off. Right?
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
Yeah.
And that was just not right.
No, it didn't feel right to me at all. No. The aircraft felt very light as well for me. Maybe I'll change it to the next one. So let's take off again. Oh, I'll show my landing. Very quickly I show that landing. Stop recording. I'm going to show you the first one because... This is the first one. I'll show you one of them anyway. So, this is my landing coming in here. Let's slow down the camera here because it's very jumpy, folks. I'm going to activate the screen again, folks. There we go. Now I have some control over the camera. Now you can see here it's paused. Let's unpause that and play it. So, oh yeah, this is the last landing, sorry. So I just kind of very unstable approach there. There's the windsock there. touch down about there. And then it's all over the shop. It's the minute you touch down, it's the problem. Look, and it went off. It went off.
It was
off the centre line.
It was beforehand, like, you know, it was crabbing like nicely, and when you tried to straighten it out, like, you know, just the rudder didn't kick in. Like, well, the rudder kicked in, but...
You run out of authority because the wind is blowing from this side here where we're looking at now. It's blowing in here, and it's blowing the nose over to the left. And it's too much force the tail. I mean, you're flying the Kodiak, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm flying the Beachy Baron, so I don't know.
It just doesn't feel right.
Maybe a bit of aileron into wind. I didn't do enough aileron into wind on the ground, to be honest. But look, let's keep going and see. Let's keep going and see. Now, so let's
do the takeoff. We don't have the same issues, really. Thinking of it. Right. Let's see if that is any hope better.
Oh yeah, it's going to be difficult to take off. It is a little bit like that in the twins, a bigger tail I suppose, but I don't know, I would definitely be able to keep it on the runway. Just come off. Full rudder authority, you wouldn't use on the rudder. Anyway, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
So, aileron into the wind.
Let's get my autopilot set up for this first. Altitude, we're going to go to 3,000 feet initially.
And it's again, like, I have, like, full rudder in, like, you know, and I'm still rolling on the ground, like, you know.
Vertical speed. Yeah.
Whoa.
Go to 1,000 feet a minute because it's a powerful aircraft. We use 10 flaps. And we have very little fuel on the right engine.
Again.
And, yep. Brakes off.
Okay. The takeoff felt better, but it still doesn't feel right.
Oh, what the deuce? Oh, no.
It's like when I was rolling, like, you know, it was like full left aileron and full right rudder in, like, you know, and it's still, you know.
TBM is still off for auto rudder. I get messages here, except. That's to be number one. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Autopilot on. Nav on. Yeah, I didn't like that much. I didn't feel very happy with my takeoff at all.
No. It's like it didn't feel right.
No, not at all. Let's see what folks are saying. Checker auto rudder is not on. The updates have a way of re-engaging that I found. Oh, Spud.dot says checker auto rudder is not on. Is there an auto rudder? I have realistic settings on. It should be as realistic as possible. Why is the autopilot engaging at all? Where are you? Oh yeah, maybe I have to. I may have to actually get close to my like an ILS. Get in here. There we go. Very aggressive turn. Autopilot on. Capture, please. Why is the aircraft turning right? Oh, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to nav one. I think that's what's happening there. Bearing one to be nothing. Now. Nav. Where is it going? I don't want that. That. going in circles here. I can't seem to get the autopilot going again.
You haven't set that heading.
No, I haven't set it nav. I have GPS, the CDI to the GPS. So CDI's on GPS.
Yeah. But what's your autopilot set?
I'm going to try it one more time here to capture it. The autopilot is going to be set to nav. So nav is selected. There it is. Altitude selected. Autopilot on. Should turn left now and it's turning right. What is it capturing? The only difference here is that I've changed. Remember I had the DME and all that kind of stuff in. See that OBS. What the hell am I doing wrong here? Let's just capture it manually. Let's see how we go. So I'll have to check those settings because do you know the way it changes all your settings in the updates? I might check them when we land next. Have a quick look at the menu because they'll disappear off the map. Not that that matters particularly. I'm going to add loads of power here to catch up. Full power, full blam. There's someone in front of me in a jet.
In a jet? That's very rude.
It looks like a jet. When is the ATR coming, by the way, for Flight Simulator?
I don't know.
Well, maybe it's not a jet. We'll see now when I get closer. Now I've intercepted the GPS. Magenta line. Oh no 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 no! I want to counter the wind per sim. There we go. Autopilot on. Nav is active. Please don't turn right. What is it doing? Okay, now it seems to be alright. I think the capture, you've got to capture back into it quite accurately.
Okay.
I think that's what happened to me. Just won't pick it up if it's too far out. That would probably be the cause. So, our next adventurous place is Tromso. Romeo November Tango Charlie. Now let's choose the right airport, the right runway this time, shall we?
Yeah.
No results found. Ooh, this is a dodgy one, Mr. Colonel Clank.
No, that would be Echo November Tango Charlie, no?
Oh, is it? Echo. I must have written it down incorrectly then, my... Okay, Echo November... Yes, sorry, I took it down incorrectly. I must have. So what's the wind? Wind is Echo November Tango Charlie. Wind active runway is 18. 18 for sure. The wind is 220 at 11 knots. So runway 18.
Okay.
ILS localizer. We have a localizer this time. So we want to take them runway 18.
And what is the ILS for that?
ILS frequency is at 109.9.
109.
109.9.
109.9.
90, yeah. Set. Approach course is 183. And you want to approach 4,500 feet. Base overhead 5. So 4,500 feet. Let's climb.
Okay.
Altitude here.
1,500.
1,500 feet. I don't know if you can see this, folks. Probably not. 1,500. I'm not doing this properly at all, by the way. Vertical speed. Let's get up there, please.
And what was the approach? Was 189, yeah?
The approach is 183.
183. Okay.
Now. Okay. Yep. Game is fine. Bearing 1. 1. We're going to be going. I haven't done an ADF for ages, and I don't want to try it today. Overhead. You can do an ADF approach. ADF is. ADF, if you need it, is... Where are you? 362.
What is it?
362.
362.
Yeah. Wow. I'm never going to get to it in time. I'm at 1,000. I'm at 1,400. You know, on the SciTech, and I got to wind all the way down. So where's the ADF? Does this even have an ADF? It does. ADF. Oh, I can type it in here. See here, I'm oh, maybe if I switch to this one. How do I switch between them?
You on the FMS button there on the bottom.
Yeah, got it.
Change it. It's like the big button changes the position and the hit enter first. Enter. Yeah.
There we go. Yes, that's much better. That is much better. 362. Oh. Wow. We'll be overhead before now. By the time we get this, we are approaching from the west. Oh God, the winding. I'm not going to make it. I'll just do a visual and then I'll join the ILS for the visual. What a pain in the ass. I've had that problem before.
You know, the funny thing is, I haven't said.
Really? Why did you do that? Oh, yeah, I can do it this way. It's very fiddly though. It's very fiddly. The upper knob or the outer knob. This is why I'd like to have the actual physical Garmin 1000. There we go. So move the next one. Good. 3, 6, 2. Why do I have 0.5 here? I don't want 0.5. I want that to be 0. Yeah, there's a problem with this, I believe. To activate it, push here. Oh, enter, isn't it? 362, it's gone green. So that's plugged in. CDI. Wow, you get rusty with this stuff, don't you? Where are we now? We've got a bit to go. out of range, I think, of the ADF. Bearing 1 is the ADF. That's the GPS. Yeah, okay. Oh, the gear's down. Damn. Come on, up you get. Is it going up? No. I know what I did wrong. Problem is, I got a gear lever over here. I've done that a few times now, and it's really bugging me. I've got a gear lever with the Bravo, and I've got a gear lever with the Airbus. So they both have to come down. I messed that up big time. So maybe I should deactivate the Airbus. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, God. That's what happens when you don't take it seriously and get involved in this stuff straight away. Okay, so... Oh, I see that you've got a few waypoints in here. Oh, we're coming up to it now. Echo Tango... so we are... We'll just do a visual. Oh, I'm going to fly overhead. Can we go direct here? At one point, Colonel Clink, you could actually type it in from the keyboard. Oh, you can type it in from the keyboard. Brilliant. Echo November Tango Charlie. Brilliant. Enter. Excellent. Do you know the way, Colonel Clink, when you're going direct to a waypoint?
Yeah.
Did you know you can use the keyboard?
No.
You can. You just type it in.
Oh, wow.
I did that before. I've done that once before, and it worked. And then I tried it later on. It wouldn't work for some reason, but there it did. Try it.
Let me see.
Nav is switched off for some reason.
So it's like we go into the flight plan, right? And run a procedure. We select an approach. What is it? What's the echo?
Echo November Tango Charlie.
Okay.
Oh, that's the 500 feet. Altitude. That's the 500. Ah, this is catching me out every time. There we go. Oh. It's like I'm sitting too high in the cockpit. There we go. That's a bit better. Got full power on. Yeah, you know, for your I-4 flights, you really got to plan them, don't you? Otherwise, it gets very, very messy indeed. The other occasion. Let's have a look in a bit closer. Oh yeah, there was a few bing-bings there that I dismissed. My apologies, folks. I'm getting involved in the Skirmer 1000 again, trying to figure it out. You know? It's a while. I think I did a video a while ago with some fancy stuff, but I haven't done it in such a while that you kind of get a bit rusty on it, I have to admit. So, you know, I've got to choose an airplane, you know. Get specialised. I think the Garmin 1000, I might do some more of that instead of the Airbus for a while if I get on next week. Anyway, so I was distracted there. So that was Davo453 who's resubscribed Prime for 12 months. Davo, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Davo. That's fabulous. And before Davo, which I'm very sorry about that was Plane Neutral. Plane Neutral followed. Plane Neutral, welcome. That was 28 minutes ago, and my apologies for not saying hello, Plane Neutral. Plane T Neutral. Or Planet Neutral. Planet Neutral, I'm playing mad. Playing mad. Attitude. So that was Davo. Thank you very much, Davo. I appreciate that. An hour ago, the boss. An hour ago, the boss baby. The boss baby followed as well an hour ago. Welcome, boss baby. I like your call sign. Very nice. And thank you again, Davo. It's been around for quite a while. I forgot about all the bits and pieces there. Now let's activate the autopilot. Let's put on nav first. See, the right is very small. I can't see it. Nav is on. Autopilot on. Now that should capture the magenta line. We're not far away now. We're going to go overhead. And the capture. I'm just worried about the I just want to do an ILS here. It's just for fun. So what we'll do, we want to go overhead and come down from the north for runway 18. So we'll stick at 4,500 feet. Let's get some viewage. There's EVO 5, there's Equance Evolved. Who else can I see? Oh, I'm ahead of everybody. Great. That means I can watch you come in and land. Hopefully.
First of all, you have to land yourself, like, you know.
Yeah, this is the problem.
That's not a given.
No, it's not a given today. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, if you don't know where you're flying here, you better keep to the altitudes, no?
Yeah, I'm at 4,500 feet. So that should be okay. Lots of cloud.
Yeah.
There's lots of cloudage. 986 hectopascals. Yeah. I'm pressing the B button. That usually gives you the right. And now I can see. Great. Airport's dead ahead somewhere. So what I could do... It's not giving me any headings though. Why isn't it giving me any... I want to get to the beacon. Oh, hang on. That's way off shot. That's not near the runway at all. So I don't know how they do this procedure. Oh, I see what they've done here. Okay. So if I go straight for the beacon... I could take a heading of maybe 300 overhead the beacon and then turn around in. I'll give that a lash. So here's what I'm thinking, folks. I'm going to make my way now for the beacon, okay? The ADF that we mentioned. I'm going to come out to maybe a heading of 300 and then I can come around into the ILS. I'm going to go out maybe 8 miles out, and then make the and then everyone else would have landed visually by the time I've done that. So there is the area, I think. Yeah. It's not on the runway at all. So it's a bit past. Let's see how we go with this. Autopilot off. Keeping my 4,500 feet. 100 feet too low for some reason off the autopilot. There. This is the needle I'm following here now. I have my ILS frequency in 109.9. Hopefully you can flick over to that. Now, there's no DME with that either. So very interesting procedure. I can't say I know it that well. Okay, so let's Just follow the needle. The wind's coming from behind. You're going to turn under 5 knots. Let's get my altitude. Do you know what I should do? I should have the Toby tracker here so you can see what I'm looking at. Let's get the Toby Ghost working. Toby Ghost coming up. Come on, Toby. Come on.
Right, I'm gonna see now how this is working. I'm just gonna fly straight overhead and
come on, Toby. There we go. Oh no, I shut it down. Come on, Toby. Oh, it is there. Great. Okay, it's here. Oh, see, that's what happens when you go to Windows and stuff. That's what happens. Okay, there we go. Come on, Toby, don't crash it at me now. I think that's actually crashed. Toby Ghost. I have to have that open. There we go. Toby Ghost isn't happy.
Is he now?
Toby Ghost is displeased. Come on, Toby. Peace. I haven't used it for a while. Now, there is... I'll probably come on overhead the beacon now. Let's just get that... This damn OBI trackers is... And see, this is what I'm talking about, messing up everything. You know, oh, wow. Toby Ghost. Please just stop distracting me. This is why you crash airplanes. This is how it's done in real life. This is the distraction you get in real life. So I'm going to go overhead the beacon now. It's to my right. I would love a DME, but I'm going to come out here for a little bit. Then I'm going to take a heading of about 300, as I said before. There we go, right overhead, right over, bam, 300, heading at 300 for a bit. 300. This is the procedure now.
So I'm gonna go right overhead and I ignore the procedure a wee bit.
I'm not doing it properly anyway, but I know I'm not doing it properly, but I just want to get back into the whole IR thing. Toby is displeasing me. A 330 I think is better. 300 is way too much. 300 was better. Okay, get rid of Toby here now because it's just confusing everybody. Let's shut down. Good.
So I'm still at 4,000 feet. You said 4,500 is the approach, yeah? The intercept.
Yes, 4,500 feet. I think 320 will do better. I didn't really read the plate, folks, to be honest with you. I just kind of put it up there as you saw. So, yeah, I'd like now the ILS here. Let's get to heading 330. I think we're overcooking that a bit. I'm kind of making this up as I go along, in all fairness.
So
30. Let's get the CDI here.
Going a wee bit out to the west.
Just keep I'm happy if I keep my attitude. That would make me happy. So now, have we got the DME? Yeah, we're 12 miles out. Let's turn in. So, I'm going to intercept the ILS now. I'm way out to the left. I'll just change the view a little bit so you can kind of see something. Well, I don't want to see the airport until I'm right, you know, right down there. 4.5. 14 miles out. I'm way out too far.
So it's like I have my localizer. I'm just still flying past. I'm about 2 miles north. So I go about 5 to 7 miles north before I do the approach.
Yeah. Good slow down. Here comes the localizer. Altitude.
So CBS says 183, which is the approach. That is correct. So we are what now? 7 miles out. So change to
oh, my airspeed isn't working. Let's get the where is the pitot tube? This is gonna mess everything up now. Pitot heat. Oh, come on, pitot heat. There we go. Now this messed up my whole thing by looking down for a sec. Yeah, that messed everything up fairly badly. It's just nice to glance down. Wow. There's a crash right into a mountain there. So hopefully I get my speed back shortly. I'll just have to wing it. So I have no speed indication. Okay, I'm going to level off here because we're getting the right slope now. Down flap. I just have to go by the speed of everything. You know, when I move the control column left and right, it'll give me some idea of if I'm going too slow or not. Come on, don't descend. We're slowing down. Trim on back. No airspeed indicator. Gear down.
Okay, so that approach was like completely, utterly bollocks.
Gear down. What's going on with the manifold pressure here? There we go. Now I got my airspeed back. Great. Let's get back on this puppy. Let's get on it. Gear down. Next stage of flaps. Landing flaps down. Turn forward. Wow, that was a big change. Big change. Down. Wow. 8.5 miles out. Oh, come on, get on it. Wind is coming dead ahead. So that's not an issue. I get my heading book now. I should have had that done ages ago. I would think about 600 feet a minute. Oh, it's on the plate. Okay, so oh man, that's something I memorize. 100 knots, 700 feet per second. So if I get 700 feet per second, 7.6 miles to go, about 700 feet. That's what I'm now at. Now that'll please me there. So that's where I should be. I wish the flight director would F off.
No, it's like so that approach was really and royally messed up. So I did sort of a dive bombing onto the airfield, and we're gonna touch down quite nicely.
6.9 miles out. Now I know where I'm going. Kind of. Yeah. Okay, now I'm on it. So what I'm looking at, folks, right, is the little diamond here for my descent path. 700 feet a minute will give me that. Or 750 thereabouts. And it's my localizer, so I'm going to keep on the localizer. I've got 6 miles to go. Can't see a thing outside. I know this should be a visual VFR flight, but it's not how I'm practicing it, so I can't think.
No.
For 100 knots, that's fine. I'm not going to complain about 3 knots. Gears down, and I have full flaps.
But we learned today that you know, if you don't program your autopilot correctly and you doing this other stuff, you hash it up and then you have to bring it on the ground manually.
Yeah. Yeah, most certainly.
But it's okay.
Certainly. Why does it keep rolling to the left? Matter marker. 4.6 miles to go. Decision height. Make sure. 4.3 miles out. Go 2.5 scale, go per sim. I could look at now. When will I look at? The last minute. We're in a simulator. Nothing bad will happen.
So what's the altitude of the airfield?
Altitude of the airfield is...
about 20 feet.
32 feet.
Yeah, about 20 feet above sea level.
Yep. Keep the 100 knots now. Yeah, I don't want to go outside the heading bunk. Oh dear, the flight director is really annoying me. Because you look at the flight director.
Yeah.
That's the peak now. 2.4 miles to go. And get my 700 feet now. But I can plan myself to the ground now. I don't know. UNH is set. We're still on it. I want to get this. It's going to get more sensitive now as we go down. So the less movements, the better. Very subtle. I'm going to bring it down below minimums.
You know what you could do with the work in autopilot, right? If you switch the altitude hold off and you have it to heading, right? So you can bring it on a heading all the way in just before you want to look out.
Yeah. A while to go. Well,
so you
I'll
just...
look at
yeah.
Get your 700 feet a minute per percent. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. 240 feet. We'll look at. Oh, there we go. Oh! Give me my view back! Give me my view back! Here's down. Oh, let's make this a good landing, please. I looked up. I tried to be fancy. It's very sensitive rudders. There we go. We got something in the Airbus. I couldn't look out. Oh, dear me. This is a nice airport. I think this might be the time for the intermission, Colonel Flink.
Yeah, we could do the intermission here.
Have you got many airports to go after this?
No, there's one more, and then the final airport.
Yeah, so we're kind of halfway through. Yeah, of course, I just have it written down on my knee pad here, so we got one more to go. So that's gone. That was a bit of fun to do the ILS there. So I would like to have done the procedure, but I didn't want to mess it up.
So what I'm going to do here now, where I stopped here more or less, I'm going to take off from here.
Well, don't do it yet, because I'm going to take the break.
Yeah, no, like after the break. I mean, you know.
From where?
Oh, where I stopped here. Somewhere halfway in the middle. Who knows?
Yeah, okay. I'll find you anyway during the break. During the break, we will find you, Colonel Clink.
Oh dear.
So, folks, what's going to happen now is we're going to take a 5-minute break. We do this so you can get your, get your cup of tea or your snack. Treats are very important, and make sure you get, make sure you know how to make a good cup of tea, isn't it, Colonel Clink?
Oh yeah, that's very important.
For those of you who've just joined us, I looked at the comments, and when we come back, I'll just say hello to people in the comments, and we'll see what's going on. So, folks, we're going to take a break for exactly 5 minutes. And we'll see you right back at the runway. We'll take off again.
See you in a wee bit.
And now, let's enjoy an intermission. We hope you filled your snack bar full of tasty treats to eat and drink. Perhaps a tempting tasting hotting dog, or a thirst-quenching sugar drink. Some fresh, crunching popping corn, perhaps, or an assortment of sugar-coated sweetness. Even enjoying a sickness stick. We've plenty of time, so visit your snack bar now. See now, Mr. and Mrs. Barker enjoying and gorging on the lovely treats with their lovely children. You could be doing this too, you still have time. And for those of you tea lovers, let's have a look at some tea-making tips. Yes, the most important tea-making tip, of course, when you have time, is to use the right mug. Yes, the right tea mug is always the right way. Look for the Grippersim tea mug. Yes, it makes your tea taste 20% better. Now, don't worry, you still have plenty of time to make your cup of tea. Mrs. Ainsley Creetrap, what do you think of drinking a cup of tea from the Grippersim mug as opposed to the normal mug?
Lovely. It's not everyone who can make a good cup of tea.
Splendid, Mrs. Ainsley Crabtree. Now, here are the ladies discussing the 6 points of making a good cup of tea, and of course, the Grippersim mug will be included. Which number will it be?
Can I remember them? Of course you can. Try now. All right, here goes. Number 1.
Obviously, the Grippersim mug.
Always use a good quality tea.
Yes, of course.
Good. Number 2. Always use freshly drawn water, right?
Number
3. Remember to warm the teapot or urn. Everyone knows that one. And number 4. Measure the right quantity of tea for the amount of water in the pot. Very good. Number 5. The water must reach boiling point. Pot to the kettle, not kettle to the pot. And the last rule, number 6.
Here we go.
Let the tea brew for 5 to 10 minutes.
Damn your eyes, woman! God bless. Grippersim tea mug.
Where does it all start? Sometimes here, with an acid stomach, or here, with tense, upset digestive nerves. It may even reach here, with that fuzzy, achy feeling in the head.
Are you suffering from intermission anxiety? It's the acid tension trouble triangle you're suffering from. Yes, now there's a new anti-intermission liquid, Peptus Liquid Elixir. It will break that bothersome intermission trouble triangle. This fast-acting liquid has no need to wait for it to dissolve as it's in liquid form. With unknown ingredients, it will settle acid in your stomach and those nasty intermission blues. Side effect of Peptus may include constipation, skin rash or dermatitis, diarrhea, dizziness, drowsiness, dry mouth, severe migraines, insomnia, suicidal thoughts, abnormal heart rhythms, internal bleeding, cancer, loss of sexual appendages, funny walk syndrome, loss of hair, reddening of the hair, big red nose syndrome, whitening of the skin, unusual voice patterns, childish behaviors, a propensity to blow up balloons, death. Break that intermission trouble triangle with Peptus. Yes, Peptus available somewhere.
Just a minute, folks. Yes, that's all it takes to visit our refreshment counter in the lobby. There you'll find popcorn and an assortment of popular candy bars to please every taste. Try one of these delicious candy bars. Big time.
Ingredients include chemicals derived from petroleum,
butternut,
preservatives including sodium benzoate and sulfur dioxide, no nuts included.
Milkshake,
including wood pulp and duck feathers as fillers.
Payday,
including propylene glycol, carcinogenic flavorings, including trace elements of starch, strychnine, and lead.
Topped with Hollywood's super-rich coating of the kind you like best. They taste wonderful, they're delicious, they're nutritious. Get one at our confection counter in the lobby now.
And now a word from our esteemed producer. Such kind words. And now back to our normally scheduled programming. Yes.
We're back. We're back. So yes, I'm trying to get all your tags there. Premier Ants here. Rhodes is with us. Bakerfly, Top a Gun, BKR. No, not a lot. DCS Ducks. Ian got TNT, and that's all the labels I can see. And then there's ASB, HD. There's loads of you here. I know that much. Look at all the airplanes here, scattered all over the place. Look at you all. Oh, there's some more. There's some more labels there. There's Goofy. Goofy, greetings. Allman, Sting, or Sling. Sting. Marvin Biggins. There's a few more here. I can't see your labels. I'm really sorry about that, folks. Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know. Look at all the. There's no labels for all of these people. Look. There's the all aren't. They all aren't. There's. Oh, there's phone. Maybe I have to zoom in a bit. Smurf is here. MMG Beast King, welcome. I think you're new. Beast King, welcome. We also have. Just make my way down the runway. I know I'll miss some of you. And I'm sorry about that, but I just won't show the labels. No labels. Oh, I got one. It's so annoying. Detailers here. Shady Sim. And many others. I'll go IFR now and just stop messing about. I like to keep the IR stuff midweek. So, it was very messy there, my IR, so I wasn't pleased with that.
Instead of IR.
Yeah, I can't help it. Oh, there's Slurpy Jim, Nano, Engine Guy, Stearman, Travo, Evo 5, ARH64, CDN, and Equinus Evolved. And I know some of you have missed. So there's lots of us here. There's many people here. Come on, Microsoft. Come on.
Let's stop messing around.
Let's get from A to B.
Let's get going.
Everything will be fine. Nothing bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to take up my flaps. Let's see what happens if I take up for full flaps. No, I will take off.
It's full flaps?
No, I'm not going to, because nothing bad's going to happen. It'll be fine. With the Cessna 172 or 150, especially ones with 40 degrees of flaps, you're not going anywhere with full flaps.
Okay, so I just turned around here, and I'm just going to take off from here.
As I will. Right.
So,
full power.
Full power. Brakes are set.
I'll do a circle for those of you who are still on the I'll do an orbit for those of you who haven't taken off yet, okay? Do an orbit around the runway.
Oh, just hops off the ground.
Please check you lift it up. Come on, up we go. Good. Positive rate. Make sure I use the right gear lever. Gear up. Checking the simulator gear lever, and the simulator gear lever is going up, as well as my physical one. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. 10 degrees. 150 knots. Good. Flaps coming up. Flaps are up. Retrimming. I'm going to do a nice long orbit around the runway there, and we're going to have a look at you all taken off, because that's quite a cool view from earlier on. I'll come over to the... Oh, I'll use my left side. Will I? Get a better view from my left. Of course, I can't see my airspeed indicator doing this. I'm using the Toby tracker. Because I don't have to wear a hat, you know?
Yeah.
Don't have to wear a hat. Gears up. Yep. Props are up. Landing light off. All that kind of stuff. There you are. There you are. There's Johnny F. There's Steve Taylor. There's a huge bunch of people with us this week. I do aim to do some IR stuff with the Garmin 1000 next week. That's what I'm thinking, folks. Now, again, if I were to give you time, I don't want to, give you time and then 1,500 feet will do. And then not give it. So I'll just come on randomly. It's recorded anyway on YouTube, But I keep saying, I've said it for a long time now. I'll have a schedule midweek. I just need to get my own life sorted out first, with timetables for real work and all that kind of stuff. If that will ever happen again, who knows? There you all are, scattering around the place. Excellent. So I will now take. Of course, I should have set this all up before I took off. So let's get my CDI back to GPS. And let's intercept our magenta line. Let's move the range in a little bit. And just slowly climbing up a little bit to... I guess we'll go to 4,500 feet. I'm going to put on VS. I want to climb at 1,000 feet. No, not that. Oh, I have to do this as well. You see, currently with that autopilot. Oh, by the way, folks, I've done something very foolish. I ordered, and I should be spending money on my electricity bill. I ordered the box of buttons, not the box of buttons, but I'll show it to you now when we get into the autopilot. I ordered the real sim gear. What was it called?
It's the GNC 500.
GNC 500. Because when I'm using the autopilot with the Bravo control column, it's better than nothing. But I have to do so many movements for stuff to get it working, and it's kind of annoying. Yeah, it is kind of annoying. I know I'm not flying at the right speed, about 10 degrees should be right. There's always VX, VY and all that kind of stuff. I'm just concentrating on flying like 10 degrees, 15 degrees because of the Airbus, you know. It's a little bit different. If I could get this trimmed correctly for 10 degrees, I'd be pleased. As power setting a little bit more power now because we're off. Leave it at full power. Not that you wouldn't know a real thing. It should be good to make a choice, Karen Clink, because they're all so different. You know, what aircraft to choose. I've chosen the Airbus for now.
Yeah.
And I have to learn more about that now. Because I've got to the stage where I can get to A to B, obviously. But I want to choose something with the Garmin 1000. What aircraft to choose? You choose the Kodiak, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But see, I like this one, and I'll tell you why. Because it's got retractable undercarriage and 2 engines. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I like the 2 engines because I can play with failures and all that kind of stuff. I'm flying along here. That's intercept. Let's put the autopilot on. Autopilot on. Why is it turning right? And why is it descending? Oh, because I went way past 4,500 feet, which is probably for the best. Let's get into the clouds here a little bit. Well, I get my 10 degrees there. I'm happy with that. Let's go to... I want to stay in the clouds to get some icing. So around about... lower. Right here. What's that? 5,500 feet perhaps? That'll do. 5,500 feet. Let's set my autopilot. Altitude to 5,400 feet. There we go. Hit the nav button again. And hit the autopilot button. And off we go. That's turning the right direction. Excellent. It's a very aggressive turn for the intercept. Okay, fine. It is what it is. Now we got a few names, Karen Clink. Let's see if we can find someone new. We've got Detailer. Smurf Your Mama, Evo 5, Almon, EI, BMU, Fallen Up, Sling 380, RH64 CDN, Bakerfly, Jimmy, Nano Guy, Trevo, I think you might mean Trip 500 perhaps, and the H145. In-car, Goofy RS. Oh, there's loads ahead here as well. Davo 453. Is there another Davo with another number on it? What is Jimmy flying? Oh, Jimmy's in the Airbus. Okay, great. And below us, we have Marvin Biggins and Colonel Clink. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, it only seems to show about 25 people, 24, 25. So, there you go. So we're fat, dumb and happy. We have 35. That's the next 35 seconds. That's the next waypoint. We never found out what was the total time of.
No.
How do you find, like, if I want to find out the time now to get to Echo November Hotel Kilo? Do you know? There's a way to do that. I know. I just don't know what it is. And I, you know, during the week I haven't been messing around with this at all. What I have actually been doing, Curtis Clink, is I've been doing my flight plans with, what you can call it? What do you call it?
I do not know.
Where is it? No, it didn't save it. It didn't save the darn website. Let me see here. I just got out of my head there. SimBrief. What am I saying? SimBrief.
Okay.
Did you ever hear of SimBrief?
No, I don't know. Have a look at it.
It's they use it for the airliners. So what happens is the airliners, you get a flight plan, you get all your NOTAMs, your weights. Oh, it's bumpy. All your weights, the takeoff mass, empty takeoff weights, center of gravity, and all that kind of stuff for the big jets. How much you trim. You know what your trim should be set off before you take off. Yeah. So it's a bit more realistic. Now I don't fly the big jets, so it's all new to me. But you load your flight SAM and VATS in, so that's great, right? That's one thing. But the reason you want to do VATS in, or for me, is I want to file my flight plan with ATC, virtual ATC. So we can talk on the radio.
Yeah.
If you're flying the big jets, because you know, not to fly. Well, you do, I guess. I don't know. I haven't. They seem kind of strict, so it'd be nice to do that on the radio. But there's no time for me to be, you know, because on Sundays I'm looking at this, looking at that, and as you know, all sorts of mistakes are made because I'm not looking at the window. But it'd be nice to do that. Yeah, no news of the ATR. PMDG is supposed to be coming out this month as well.
Is it this month?
I think it's this month, yeah. But they haven't given a definite date.
Is PMDG doing the ATR?
No, that was someone else. That was, who was that? That was our friends. Why aren't I going fast? Everyone's going faster than me. Maybe Kodiak.
Yeah, I'm cruising along here at 170 knots.
Yeah, I noticed while I was outside I had an engine failure, and I'll tell you why I'm annoyed. When I was looking outside, guess what happened? I had an engine failure. And I wanted to be inside for the engine failure to put the appropriate rudder in. So the left engine failed when I was looking outside. And that's what happens when you look outside. Anyway, so the autopilot here, right? The aircraft, seeing as it's the engine has failed, yeah, the left engine for sure. Oh no, it's the right engine. What the hell? Dead leg, dead engine. If I put in right rudder. Left rudder. Jesus, yeah. Right engine failed. So interesting. Okay, so autopilot seems to be handling that quite well. Here's what I wanted to have happen. I'll show you what I wanted to have happen. So look, okay, so our right engine has failed. I want to switch from the left wing and cross-feed it to the right wing. So apparently, I'm going to go bam here. Hopefully this is going to work and I haven't got the wrong one. No, that shut down the wrong engine, so what have I done wrong here? See, this is the danger. We don't know. Oh, I've got the right wing. The right engine has failed. Dummy. Cross-feed over here. Jesus. There we go. So cross-feeding there, we've got both engines back. Right, both engines back. This is what I want to have happen. Autopilot disengaged. Let's accelerate a bit. So, right engine there, right? So it's leering to the left. I put in the right rudder, quite naturally. So putting in the right rudder. There is the slip and ball indicator here. And I wait. So my right leg is dead. Dead leg, dead engine. So I'm putting pressure at my left. Oh, I need full rudder here. Wow. Okay, so now we got everything stable. Come on. There we go. So everything's kind of stable now. Now I'm going to confirm which engine it is. So I can look over here. See, the RPM is still very high. Well, that's the prop. So the right engine has failed. So I'm going to take the power back for the right engine. And we still have power now. So I've confirmed that I haven't shut down the wrong engine. Then I'm going to feather it. Now we should start accelerating a bit. And I pulled the mixture down already. And that's what I want to do, get the right engine. So I'll put that all back up.
I'm just overtaking Ochi lad here, like, you know, while you're doing this, like, you know, it's ahead of me all day, like, you know, I can't have that.
So I'd love to fail an engine randomly now. This is the thing. Okay. Autopilot back on. So, we're bombing along here. I'm catching up with you now a little bit.
It's like, you see how more clouds coming up here, like, right? So at the final airport, it could be very hazy.
Okay, maybe I should get my shit together now.
Yeah.
So we're going for Echo November Hotel Kilo. That's the next one.
Next one is, yeah. Hotel Kilo, yeah.
What have we got? More or less. We'll do it visually. The last one is Hammerfest.
Yeah.
November. Localizer. Okay. Can't believe it. Why are we slowing down? Why is everyone passing me out? The only aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator which you can tell visually by looking at the engine is the Kodiak. Is the Kodiak the prop stops in mid-flight?
Yeah, you can. What?
You know, so if I failed my engine here, the left engine,
yeah,
right, failing it, I can see a little bit of change, but if I feather the prop and if I shut it down, it just keeps spinning. And it should eventually stop. Apparently they're going to fix all that. But the Kodiak, I noticed, was it the Kodiak? Yeah, it was the Kodiak. The engine actually stops. Or should I say not the engine stops, but the prop stops. So there you go. What have we got here? I didn't hear the bing bing 6 minutes ago. Matthias. I'm going to butcher your name, forgive me. Matthias Lavia Charcelli has subscribed on YouTube. Welcome, Mattis. And Davo before them, he resubscribed for 12 months, and Planet Neutral followed. And then the Boss Baby followed 2 hours before there. Good stuff. So, if anyone knows of an add-on, by the way, for random engine failures, let me know. Yeah, Nano Guy, I know I'm butchering your name again, Nano Guy, but it is a pity that they, you know, you don't see the prop stopping. You know. But as you said there, they're going to have they're going to fix the prop mechanics current link. They're putting a lot of effort. You know the way they've simulated the air going over the hills and the mountains and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, you get bumpy going over a hill if you're on the windward side. Or you know, so they're going to fix all that for the props. It's going to be pretty cool. So see what they're doing at the minute is they're putting numbers in. You know, it's not. How do I say? It's not dynamic.
Yeah.
I find it very interesting because I've never had autopilot with an engine failure. I've never had an autopilot so in the real world, but kind of interesting how. Yeah, put your right foot in. The left engine has died. Yeah, okay, fine. I've known that for a while, but it's interesting with the autopilot. If you're climbing with an autopilot, you're going to be in trouble, aren't you, if you don't switch off that autopilot, or at least do something about it very quickly. Ooh, we haven't done the Q&H for a while, have we?
No.
We got 896 here, or 986. Let's have a look, see if we're right. Echo, November, Hotel, Kilo. Good. Yeah, 984. Oh, 984. Okay, it's a bit out. It's a little bit out. So how do you change the Q and H? So 984 is set. Now we're coming in like a bat out of hell. How high is this airfield? MDA is 1,530 feet. Oh, because of the hills. The airport elevation 23 feet. Okay, so it's pretty much sea level. So let's start descending, shall we? Let's take a little bit of power back. Let's get our autopilot going. We're going to come down to second altitude to 1,500 feet. We're going to put the vertical speed. No, not climb, descend. 800 feet. We'll go to 1,000. It's getting awfully dark. This could be interesting, Colonel Craig. Lots of cloudage around.
It could be.
Not so much. Yeah, so, you know, 1,500 feet.
You know, for Hammerfest, right, there's an ANAV approach on 04 if you want to.
RNTC doesn't work on the sim, does it yet?
Well, don't know. We will find out. I programmed it in anyway, just for shits and giggles.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, no nav. So, what I need to do is just continue with the GPS.
Yeah, do it when you're on the ground.
Well, I'm in the air now.
Yeah, but it's like only like 16 miles to where were we going? Where is it? Where are we going?
We're going to Echo November Hotel Kilo, which is Hasvik. Hasvik. It was Hasvik.
Yeah.
Hasvik.
So, do it on the ground, like, you know.
Oh, you mean for the last airport?
Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely. We'll do that. Yes, that would be great. That would be great. So we're on time for our overhead. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for, folks. I'm looking to see what mountains are around. And there's a big mountain there, and I'm still descending, so I don't think I'll do that anymore. So, you know, we need to find out what the whole situation is with hills around here and when we can descend. So
yeah, that helps.
We said we're doing VA4, didn't we? So let's arrest our rate of descent there, shall we?
So I'm gonna go descend now to 2,500 feet because I think I'm past the last big hill. Let's get beneath the clouds, shall we?
We're still a bit away yet, so it might be 130 knots we'll do. Not 140. So it's right under this hill. Okay.
Slow down a wee bit here. Bring it back to 85%.
Right in that valley. Right in that valley. Another bing, and that was, I didn't see why didn't that come up on the screen there? That was a few seconds ago. That was Avitek 320 has just followed. Avitek, welcome. Welcome to the madness. Welcome to the madness, Avitek. Let's start descending here. I'll take the autopilot off.
So we're 2,500. Let's go down now to 1,500, shall we?
It looks like I'm missing some scenery here. Oh my god, I'm missing some scenery, Colonel Clink.
You're missing the scenery?
I'm missing some scenery, yeah.
Yeah, don't fly into the hills now.
Well, it's like a flat. It's like it's just ice.
Yeah, you're getting over frozen sea ice now.
Oh, and then the land's after that. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Let's stop that descent at 1,500 feet. God's sake. Get the autopilot back on. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes 44 seconds, or 40 seconds now. Let's get some eye candy in. Let's see what we can see. Let's declutter a little bit.
So here we are.
Let's get rid of some cameras.
6 miles out.
Can't see nothing yet, folks.
You've seen nothing yet. Well, the problem is there's a hill in the way. You have to fly around the hill.
Let's see now. I'm still over the sea.
Oh.
Very nice scenery, though. And of course, you can see the moon. You can see the moon. It's bizarre, you know, when you see the moon during the day. Yeah, very nice scenery. Let's change the view a little bit. I haven't got any icing. The only thing I have on is the pitot heat and the windshield. It's hard to put yourself in danger sometimes with the icing. There we go. I wonder why that light is pointing. That's the dog going off. The light is pointing directly down. Interesting. Yeah, that's very peculiar. Okay, so we're kind of overhead now, and I can't see anything. So we're kind of in the soup here, folks. Buttons is getting very displeased. I think she's trying to tell me something. I think Producer Buttons is trying to tell me something, folks. Ow! Producer Buttons. Producer Buttons is kicking off. Most certainly. Producer Buttons. I gotta fly and land this plane. Producer Buttons is getting ready to come up. You come down here. If you come down here, that'd be great. Thank you. Yeah, so she's kicking off. Okay.
Very poor visibility that we're going.
Autopilot off. Okay, so let's come down to 1,500 feet. It's gotten dark anonymous now. Dark anonymous. We come down to 1,500 feet. Oh, I can see stuff and things. I see hills. This is all very dodgy. Take a right turn, I think. Might be my better choice.
Okay, I see the runway now.
Let's get the old. Can't see much. Can't see much. Yep, geez, what's not? Ain't happy. Oh, well, that's somebody flying. Is it down there? This is very ominous and dark. I'm coming down lower now. Let's see if I can get my eyes on the runway. That's definitely there somewhere. I'll use my... I'm using the GPS now, really. Wow, this is very foggy. Get rid of that darn thing there. Let's just pop my head over so I can see something. Let's put wait a bit slower. 500 feet now. Still a VF4. Lots of lights. Everyone's trying to find this one.
Are you not on the ground yet?
No, I haven't found the runway yet. I see some buildings.
You haven't found the runway? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, is that it? Where people are coming to land? There it is. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna come around very low, 260 feet, very naughty. And I think it will be safer. There's everyone on approach there.
Group Sim is horsing it over the airfield.
I'm horsing it. There's everyone there coming over to see. Nice, nice. So I have a plan. Very ominous now. There it is, folks. There it is. Let's slow down. Now on my 4 again. 100 knots would be nice. Time flaps. Take a left turn. This is not even breaking the rules for VF4.
What rules?
There are no rules. Keep thinking to take it too seriously. Oh. Easy now, easy now. Come on. There we go, somewhere ahead here. Can't see it. Oh dear. I can't see the runway at all. I just see bushes and lights and things. There's no lights on the runway, is there? Let me go down just as a precaution.
To the right of the trees.
I think that's the runway, or is it a building? There it is there. There it is. Someone lit it up for me. Who did that? That is so cool. Someone has their lights. They're flashing their lights. That was absolutely brilliant. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to give you credit for that one. That was brilliant. I want to give them credit for that. Someone actually had the lights on.
Oh, my body was shaking.
Yeah, that's my mind. Well, it's kind of foggy and stuff. This is great. Someone was at the end. Who was that? That was absolutely brilliant, lighting up the runway like that. Genius. Because I wasn't too sure, and I saw the light going across the runway, Colonel Clink. Can you hear? Hello? Colonel Clink's gone.
I'm still here.
This aircraft won't turn properly either. So let's see if I can give that individual credit there for that. That was brilliant. That was hard. And it's like night time now. God. That's terrible taxi.
And everything.
Yeah. So if I go back here, they may have moved on. Let's see. That was. Now I don't know if they're doing that on purpose to help out. Okay, lad. And he's kind of along the runway, flashing his lights. So I was off here somewhere. Let me declutter. You see, and I could just see, I was around here somewhere, and I was going, where the hell is the runway? And then I could see Akai's lights on the runway. That's very hard to find. That is very tricky. Well done, Akai lad. We praise you. Now there's something floating around in a jet. What jet is that? Someone's got one of those VTOL jets. Oh, the VF-35. That's another one I gotta buy. The VTOL 35. So yeah, that was quite challenging.
Good.
Will we go to the next airport?
Yeah. Do you want to program your RNAV in there?
Yeah. So how do we do this?
So you go to flight plan.
So I haven't done this before. Flight plan.
On the right in the center display. It's on the right hand side.
Here. Yeah.
So you go to flight plan, and then no, on the right hand in the middle display. Don't touch that.
Here.
Middle display.
Oh, that's a big difference. Okay.
Flight plan. So then you go to procedure. It's next to flight plan. Is the button for procedure.
Oh, here. Okay. Oh, interesting. Select approach. Is it?
Yeah. Hit enter. The enter button on the procedure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So and then use the FMS dial to go to RNAV 04.
Hang on. Excuse me. Let's get the goddamn steering column out of the way. 04.
Yeah, RNAV 04, yeah.
RNAV 04, hang on. RNAV 04, yeah, done.
Okay, and then you hit enter, yeah.
Vectors?
No, hit enter. So then you use India November Inson, the one below.
Oh shit, how do I get back up here, hang on.
With the FMS you can scroll up.
Yeah. Hit enter. Damn it. Okay. Damn. So
do it again.
Do it again.
Go procedure.
Procedure. Select approach.
Select the approach, yeah.
Or
hit
enter.
enter. Then, yeah, RNAV 04, happy days, enter. And then select Inson.
Okay.
Enter.
Minimums, okay, that makes sense. Oh,
And enter, and then use the to activate use the FMS to activate the flight plan.
Okay, interesting. I've never done that before. Let's see if this works. Enter. Done.
Yeah. Right. So.
Okay.
Happy days. And if you hit flight plan, yeah, you're back out there, right? Now, if you go to your left on G1000.
Okay.
You see next to your altitude select, you have in magenta your approach altitude, which should
4,600 feet.
Yeah, which also should activate the VNAV when we arrive there.
Oh, it'll activate the VNAV automatically.
No, not automatically. You have to press the VNAV button then and approach.
Where's VNAV? VNAV.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. Actually, you don't have to select the VNAV. Just
here it is. I have it. VNAV, yeah.
Just approach. Like approach to do the trick.
AP? No, that's autopilot. Approach. No, there it is. Okay, you see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I've never done that before. Okay.
Right. So happy days. Let's see if we can get there.
Let us do that.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of this thing here.
So now you want to set your autopilot before you take off to altitude 4,600. Yeah.
Altitude. That was a bing there. Edward, the pilot, has rated us with a party of 21. Edward, greetings. And all your folks and all your peeps. I'm figuring out RNAF here, which I've never done before on the Garmin 1000. As our last run, as our last approach, using RNAV. Now it's asked me to cancel. What the hell is this? I have to cancel that.
Just cancel that. That was some silly stuff we did earlier.
So that's something I messed up. I was trying to get out of that last menu. Enter. I want to get rid of this flight plan. Sorry, just hit the flight plan button. No, there we go. Okay, great. So altitude set for 4,600 feet.
Yeah.
And that's it. Is it?
That's pretty much where set your altitude to 4,600 feet. That is high enough. That is higher than you need to be. Yeah. And so then, when you when we get to ENAS, you should just hit the approach button, and that should do the trick.
Wow, that is almost too easy. Wow, I can't see a thing. Right, we mosey on then?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's mosey on, folks. Right, brakes are off. Don't worry about the fuel. We got plenty of fuel after that horrific engine failure. Put the autopilot on. Wow, I really... See, I got these big key lights, I suppose. They're kind of making it more difficult as well. Come on, airplane, keep going. Come on. Make sure my flaps are set for takeoff. Wow, this aircraft's like driving a bloody F1 racing car. Maybe the Kodiak's a better one. Okay, full power. Off we go. Can't even see the center line, folks. Barely see the center line. And up we go. Positive rate. We're up. 15 degrees. And we're going to re-intercept the GPS. I'll take a right turn. I'm going to climb at 20 degrees now to escape the altitude terrain. Yes, welcome everybody who just joined us with the raid. This is probably going to be the most interesting part of the stream, Cardinal Flake.
Yeah.
Flaps up. Ears up. Let's keep that speed going. 15 degrees I think is good enough. Let's get back on our magenta line. We're going to climb to 4,600 feet. Then I'll activate the autopilot. I'm going to right rudder there. And good stuff. So NTF just joined. NTF, it's a Harksman or something. Because I can't pronounce it. Forgive me. Welcome everybody. I hope you're having a good day, a good Sunday, depending on where in the world you are. I'm totally IR now. Let's intercept. That's a bit of an aggressive intercept maybe for me, I think. There we go. Intercepted the GPS. We're past 600 feet to go now. 500 feet to go. Ooh, we're climbing quick. We're climbing thick and fast. Let's level off. No. Altitude. One car back. It's getting a bit bumpy. Oh, bumpy, bump. It's getting bumpy, folks.
Yeah, bumpies.
We're getting bumpies. Oh, now we're getting outside of the cloud. I love the dark, ominous cloud. I love that. So let's flick on the autopilot. Autopilot's on. Autopilot transition. Let's say hello to everybody who's just there. Sorry, where's the YouTube chat gone as well? Oh dear, YouTube people will kill me for this. Great, you're all there. That would be the pulse light. Thank you very much. That's what it was, the pulse light you had on the Kodiak. We have lots and lots of people here on. We've got Conflict. We've got Edward the pilot, it looks like. And H. Why am I not getting my altitude? Look at this ascending here. Come on, autopilot, you can do it. Let's slow down a little bit here. Oh, we're very close to our final airfield currently.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to slow down a little bit. Autopilot's having a horrible time. Autopilot is displeased. Okay, producer buttons is going to kick off as well. Where is my thing here? Yeah, producer buttons. For those of you who just joined us, that's the producer there. Yeah, producer usually kicks off when something bad's going to happen. So I think we'll leave the producer alone. I'm using the Bravo today, the Bravo throttle quadrant with the yoke of the yoke. Now, Colonel Klink, so we're a good bit away. We're 5 minutes away.
Well, it's like 3 miles to the waypoint where we have to activate the approach.
Oh, interesting. I've never done this before. So this is purely off GPS.
Yeah.
Purely off GPS. So we're at 4. Oh, no. Our altitude is way off. What's going on with the autopilot? The autopilot is still connected. Oh, is this part of the RNAV? It's descending automatically.
Well, it should be.
Yeah, it's descended for... I'm just presuming it's the autopilot. Because I'm at 3,500 feet now. Is there any indications of what altitude, like constraints or something that I should be at? Yeah, I'm descending. I just hope I don't descend into a hill. Because we've got nothing in front of us, folks.
Oh.
We've got nothing in front of us, but pretty much cloud.
Okay, so the RNAV doesn't work for me.
It's following the path, but... Oh, I haven't done any RN. I haven't hit any other buttons at all. I haven't hit approach button or anything.
Yeah, no, it's like it doesn't work for me, so I'm just gonna go, what is that?
Why is ascending? What's the base altitude? Let's check this out. This next airport is Echo November Hotel Foxtrot, and we're going for a 1V04. Am I correct?
Yeah. Should be straight in, more or less.
Yeah. So now it's holding off at 2,800 feet. Descending again now. I don't know. I could get an awful shock. 2,600 feet. And we're only 2 minutes away from the next waypoint, folks. Let's see what you're saying there for those who just joined us. O'Cloppy D's with us. Father Ted had to drop. Garmin 1000 not working, wrong altitude. Autopilot not working. Magenta showing but not picking up. Oh, sorry about that, Cloppy D. Father Ted, we'll see you again soon, hopefully, if you've dropped off. I'm probably going to crash into a hill here.
Maybe.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I see another reinstall in my future, Cloppy D says. Oh, Cloppy D, I think what you're saying is your name is Father Ted on the simulator itself. Let's have a look at some of our new viewers here that just popped on. Edward, raiding party 21. Conflict is with us. Edward the pilot, I said earlier on. NTF. I couldn't pronounce that, of course. I love all your little things there. Sadly cannot stay. Gotta go to bed. We'll check the void. Yes, I know. This is our last approach now. Nano says that's all. Yeah, okay, I read that one. Here in Norway, though, it's bedtime. It is bedtime in Norway. Now let's see what happens here. Autopilot's still locked. Oh, nav went off. Why did nav go off? I didn't do that. And I will have to have VNav switched on as well, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, no, it's like approach doesn't work for me.
Okay. You got it working in the Kodiak though. On your Kodiak.
Well, it was the ILS approach, not the RNAV approach.
Okay. Yeah, I heard a few times RNAV isn't working. Set your alt to 2,500 feet in the green. Well, it's at 2,500 feet there, Everett. Thank you for that. Ian Pollard says G3000 RNAV advisory working fine, luckily. I don't know, folks.
It's like I just do here 1,000-foot sensor and so on.
We're coming close to the ILS. So the ILS frequency is... The ILS frequency is 11135.
11135.
11135. Boom. And the fine approach course is 043. I'm just going to wait till the glide slope comes down here. I have the glide slope coming down for the RNAV, it looks like. I can switch very quickly. We're 13.6 miles out now. So, it may well... This would be interesting if it did work. I don't know if I could trust it. Well, I suppose you get used to trusting it after a while. If it works for you in the real thing, I guess, you know? They're doing it in America. Is my speed meant to be that low? I just thought I'd leave it about 100 knots, David Taylor, there. Probably not. I'll probably be all day. I'll probably be all day in the sim. I just thought I'd slow it down because I didn't know what was going to happen. We'll speed it up a bit because everybody wants to go to bed. So a bit of power. Not too much though. 130 knots should be fine for now. There we go, round about there. Oh.
Does it have glide scope, the ILS?
Yes, no it doesn't. Shit, sorry, I didn't. No, it does not have a glide slope.
Yeah, it says no glide scope.
It's just, no, there's no glide slope in it. Sorry. I just thought I'd tune it in. So, I'm just curious to see what this is going to do. Everyone's there already. I slowed down a fair bit. Just to give me a bit of time. We're well above any, you know, any hills here at the minute. By the way, for those of you who are just joined us there, you can, every Sunday, 2100 hours Irish UK time on the North European server. We're a big group of us there, 25 plus change. And Sundays are my incredibly irresponsible, dangerous flight day where I don't do anything right. Almost to purpose. So there's quite a few of us here. I mean, it is taking a while actually. I'm going to 150 knots.
Okay, so I just use the ILS now for the approach, and then I'm gonna go visual.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Now that indicator says 2,900 feet. You know, what was that, the name of that beside the altitude bug in the magenta? Remember that?
Yeah. I know, it will change, like, and also, and it normally will bring you down.
And it's giving me...
Okay, I'm way too high. I see the airfield. I just bring back the power.
Okay, here comes the glide slope. But still, we got a glide slope, you know, so if this doesn't descend with the glide slope, no.
No, I don't have a glide slope.
Oh, it's descending. It's descending, Colonel Clink. I think it's, yes, we're going down with the glide slope.
Oh, you have the
RNAV. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Bugger. Autopilot off. Going down the glide slope. Slowing down to 100 knots. Yeah. Buttons. Producer buttons, please be quiet. Thank you. Producer buttons. So I have a glide slope of the RNAV. That's fine. There we go. I think it's 700 feet will do the job. First stage of flaps. Decluttering all the tags there. Get rid of the mouse. So that's 700 feet a minute, I reckon. That's my heading bug. Sorry for the whining, folks. That's just what's kicking off. It's look, thank you for the idea. She's grabbing my arm now. She's grabbing my arm. That's please, producer buttons. Please stop this madness. Please. I need. Oh, producer buttons. This is very important to producer buttons. No in the gear. They're down. Okay, let's get this stable here now. And feet on rudder pedals. Yeah, maybe it's it's a good idea to get to know the G, the German 1000 really well. Can't see the runway yet. 1,000 feet. I can't see anything. Produce buttons, please. I'm not going to look at because that ruins everything. There we go. I do enjoy doing these approaches with ILSs,
Yeah, no, it's like, it's a pity that the ENHF didn't work. But it was, worth a try.
It's worth a try, absolutely. Okay, I think I see the ramp, but I'm going to keep going down. I'm going to keep following the RNAV. Oh, it's a very short runway, Karen Click.
It's only like 2,000 feet or so.
Okay, I'm going visual. Going visual. Go visual. Doc, stop. Producer buttons, please. Producer buttons trying to make us crash this thing, folks.
That was a tough one. We might as well ask for an inspection.
Producer buttons, nonsense. That was a firm landing. There was nothing wrong with that landing at all. It was short field. Yeah, producer buttons kicked off. Tried to make us crash. I know some of you are hovering there for some reason. But there you go. It's very dark once you come once you come below the clouds. I'll just turn off here. Let's watch some of the others come into land. Hopefully there's someone else coming into land here. I noticed the runway lights. I do notice the runway lights are hovering above the taxiing of this aircraft. It's going to be the Kodiak thing for me, I'm afraid. This just won't turn. Just won't turn. Yes, producer buttons. Yes, producer buttons. We're almost finished. Producer buttons is telling me we're out of time. Let's have a look here. Well, come on. Leave the side, please. Just over there. Thank you. Very distracting.
No,
He's coming in here.
It's actually like incredible how quick you can slow down the Kodiak.
Yes, absolutely. I'm pity I missed everyone. I need to get here first. This is fascinating. It's fascinating the way it's so dark when you get down. Here's two people here now. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I want to do this. Here comes someone now coming in. A DA62. And it looks like a very nice landing there.
Yeah, no, that looks very nice.
Very good. Here comes another one in behind. Well, there's lots of people coming in. That looks like Kodiak to me. There's Premier Ant behind him. Very nice. And then Premier Ant behind. Nice one, and there's Johnny F and Ecos Evolved. And that looks like everyone that I can see for the moment. But it is a very interesting...
There's Aqueous still coming in the Kodiak, I think.
I see him, he's just landing, he's just landed, yeah. Goofy's taken off. Yeah, very interesting approach, Karen Click. Nice one. Very nicely done.
Yeah.
It is 23:46, folks. I'd be thinking you're going, you want to go to bed because I think you're off in this part of the world. Oh, this Twitch boy. Twitch boy, Twitch boy's new. So I'll just see if I can see anyone new here. I can't see anyone else now that I haven't mentioned already. AC Slayer, I think? No, AC Slayer's been with us for a while, I think. So there you go, folks. That was great fun. Norway.
I'm glad that we arrived when we arrived because I nearly ran out of fuel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so a few lessons aren't there. Engine failures with autopilot on is very interesting. I'd like to get to know the Garmin a bit more. But then again, Colonel Pink, it's not fully complete yet, is it?
No.
Did you download the add-on?
Well, it has the add-on in there. It's like, but that the ANAF is not working. It's like a mixture between the guys from Microsoft, Asobo, and whoever is doing the G1000 for them.
Yeah.
So it's a wee bit of a mixed bag. Like, it's getting better, but it's not there yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I know enough to get by, because if I go deep into it, what happens is you don't know if it's you or if it's the system that isn't complete. So hopefully the PMDG will be complete. I'll just continue with the Airbus and maybe a little bit more.
Well, it's even on the
basic stuff.
It's even on the Airbus. Like, not everything is working the way it's supposed to be. Like,
Exactly.
So unfortunately.
Yeah, so there's only so much you can really, do.
Yeah.
So you got to work around it. But yeah, so folks, thanks very much for joining myself and Colonel Clink and Producer Buttons. Producer Buttons, tried to make me crash just there, didn't you, Producer Buttons? Yes, you did. Producer Buttons. Producer Buttons says goodbye for everyone.
Bye, Buttons.
And thanks very much again. Next Sunday, 2100 hours Irish UK time, folks, the North European server. If you want to friend me on Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you want to friend me, and I didn't even say treat, if you want to friend me on Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'd accept it. Don't forget to join the Discord, and I'll have the odd random stream during the week, and I'll see you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
And we will certainly... Buttons wants to say a special goodbye there, folks. That's what I have to put up with. You see what happens? You see? He's climbing all over the place. No wonder I'm crashing left, right, and centre. Right, little Buttons, it's time for us to sign off. I think she wants a treat. Do you want a treat, little Buttons? Do you want a treat? Okay, you're just going to look at me until I actually get off of the seat. Excellent, folks. A pleasure as always for me too. I'll see you next week. Thanks a million. And keep safe and have a great week. And I'll see you very, very, very soon.
I know.
Well, next Sunday for starters. And, of course, thanks to Colonel Clink for the brilliant flight plan. I almost forgot to mention that, Colonel Clink. Next week, folks.